Ono abono pemye mo atima akwa ban from happy morning show so.
Ya ni amini abema na tsan.
Oba de da room gidi se won so apom ye de.
Anya do me.
Ono bo asem ba kwa wo kan ya e wo dwumadi na se e ma me yam hye me. Ene se okun we ya ye ku against red no. Eye okun a it is in the scale of say ye ku etia illegal small scale mining. So eso any the honorable.
The big time I mean share with you for now men that was happy as mama ya kunya is ye dewra and ya proba ye boy no so obebo ho de we aboaye. Minia se unni sanya wiase bia ehhehye ne dwumadi fa. Wiase your mind bia na ho odin ejina ya bronifer no human resource eso. Human resource so nipa etumi ye adwuma de boa economy no na oba Ghana ha ohwe population demographics na Ghana very youthful population demographics
No correct
population of 31.8 million, almost 32 million 38% and 38.2% fall within the age bracket of 15 to 35. The O expanded 12 years to 40 constituted close to 72% of the total population. You see, Ghana has a very youthful population. Our numbers is so ever constitute a greater workforce and our labor force. You know, say, oh yeah, of mine. Now, our workforce no about under threats, and I say BB AD Omunya and I BB A Quetia our workforce now. Now I was so mine when he a break and pa. In Chile when they say Omine be a bit too poor and agent a drama, Nipa na wo mine it's me.
No correct.
It is that Nipa na a bit me a year drama, a grow GDP. Now I supported the development agenda of economy. No? The Sani Pano started a 2 and a Mubia Sabi, a day on Mobile H. No, sir, Sabi, then I am young as now, share your drugs, now share the effects of opioids. No, ne Juma AD, now share targeted group, Nana demographics are operating Umuna. The mainstream car, Namaka say a workforce. No. Our labor force now, Mabunu, any Duma Cotino, Omona, Sabi, Sandro Boni, Omani Juma, Omofa. You know, say, Yamayemi, I'm breath. Now yet, Nancy near the Entasi in the defense and fire more. A bedroom revenue, Nipa, you be here on some year Juma. Normally, drive it, your economy, no, Sandy Pano, any hobby. Anything I can't say. Say, you know, any break alarm say one. Yes, say any break alarm say one. But Nipa Dodona and the most important natural resource are your which is even more than gold, oil, a human resource. It is that human resource and under threat. And so we must put more emphasis on fighting salmon sea. My young Kunayin Tuasia, in the next 5 to 10 years. Ebia, Nasabi, you better be named, and not in Mebruna, any dorm also say, Omoba Boye, Amayaku, Etia, Sa, a Memisia, here comes and is our obviously. Now, Omedi, and I young fear, any. Then, because I my young Kuntia Galam say, of the American, as a say, you're quite Galam say, yeah. But Mama means so embrace our opioids. Offer and Magunia a to Galam say, yeah, don't do na so as for sign your bonibi. You know, we can be killing 2 birds with 1 stone by solving the opioid menace and also rehabilitating some Maguni to give them decent and sustainable jobs and alternative source of livelihood. And Galam say, as a ministry responsible for new development, you know. yetumi save sa yembebuni and yetumi save Ghana yendachi. Statistics are yet so far from NACO, any police, any Ministry of Interior. Emma, me I am share. For instance, the tertiary institutions, no, and me in school, pona, you training and ma.
Yes, you are upon who
it's your future leaders, no. So I organizations, see, and me about the epicenters of most of these drugs. Research I know what say the northern region, almost sample about 10 schools. 10 schools now sample about 60% of my questionnaire, 58% of them have either experimented with one drug or the other in the last 1 or 2 years. Okay, in secondary schools now, the age is between 12 years and 18 years, 13 years to 18 years. So if at that level, I experimented with one drug or the other, not everything. For Sierra Leone, there is a drug called Kush. When Kush made its way onto the Sierra Leone market, the state authority did very little about it. And then 20% of the youth of Sierra Leone are fallen victims to Sar Kushi. They have lost, according to them, they have lost 20% of their youth to Sar drugs. This is not the end.
Honorable, what I'm asking, Wahumanu to Chessy and Comono, if we Sierra Leone, dear Ehona, Yantini years and Gabetimia Timudia Emma and can be Paradama.
Sierra Leone, a drug called Kush, market. So it's just similar to Red here, Abaya market. When it started, for the last 5 years, our drugs nearby the report suggests that they have lost 20% of their youth to Sar Kushi. And you know, if it is anything to go by, they share 38% here, a constituting youthful population of 50 to 35 now. You can imagine if 20% falls victim to Sar drugging, then inadvertently, what it simply means is that we have lost our youth and we have lost the fight against opioids. In our industry, stepping up our campaign. Last week, Wednesday, any launch campaign, a red means stop. Emma, this Tuesday holiday, activations from YFM, you call the deal. They decided myself and the agencies are work ministry now. These are all youth related agencies. As part of their mandate, we will use part of our budgetary allocations to travel around this country and lead that campaign. We have also asked the various agencies more responsibility to fight drugs, and so they should join us in this fight so that we can effectively deal with amnesty. Let me share some more revealing data with you. Okada riders road safety for a sample layer. If you take 10, 6 of them have experimented or are using one drug or the other. And you can imagine the dangers on our road. Drivers, yes. But you can only tell, some go further, some maybe Uber, taxis, trucks, any various transport services now. I am sure that we will get a more scary statistics. And what it means is that, again, in the effect of drugs and how it affects our mental faculties, and so you will be very careful on the road driving. But somebody who may have abused the substance, and will be our first sign, and also a road user, whether he is a driver or a motorcyclist, you can imagine the dangers he poses on our roads. The other scary aspect is that these drugs are expensive. And a lot of these people who abuse these drugs do not have proper jobs. But when you're co-tech, you must get the drug at all costs.
Okay.
So no matter how safe you may think you are, no matter how good you may think, if this person has to find money, not only sika, he may end up visiting you wherever you are. Now, why you Juma Dina or the OC M4 1 or 2 fear about the ball pong, so manisika, non fan concotobi. Now, Obana resistance, the likelihood say he will attack you physical to be able to get the money to go and do what he seeks now. And so this fight is not just about the Ministry for Youth Development and Empowerment. It is not just about the agencies, the UMSC drugs. It is a fight for every single Ghanaian. Because when drugs control an economy, when drugs control a country, one, it affects justice delivery, it affects healthcare, and it affects the well-being of the individual. Into NIGD say, collectively. This is even a much more bigger and dangerous threat because this one, it affects everybody.
No correct.
Maybe eco secondary school, maybe eco university, and nursing training, and teacher training. Maybe a car so air driving. Uti fear what to open, what to wall afar. These people may find you and come into contact with you. I say that it may hit very close to home. It's collectively, from radio stations, media outlets, social media influencers, everybody, clergy, parliamentarians, civil society, every well-meaning Ghanaian has a duty and a task to join us in this fight to eradicate our streets, our youth of Sa Menisi. So say because the Ghanaian spirit is resolute.
No great.
Now we will be able to fight this and fight it well and win our fight against our abuse.
Well said, Honorable, but a quick one aside in Kwajuchena Benavi has got to do with you mentioned about say Ubia was Sudiania said yes bitimia boa Akonsa and Tokwe. Mamisa say the collaboration between your ministry, any other ministry, say Abia Interior, any other agencies almost share ye near Nroni de Kanhoso de Ediko Yimuno. How's the collaboration like? Said Abia you bet me a fish out. One more pedal said no Emma.
Like I said, when we did the launch, all of them were there. They've all pledged their support, the support here. The deputy CEO of NACOM was there. The deputy minister for Interior was there. The FDA was there. The CID boss was there. The Road Safety, Ibrahim Amalibe's organization was there. And every other organization, role to play in our fight. They were all there. Ghana Immigration was there. Obibiara, because most of these drugs also comes through our borders. From Lagos, from Nigeria, from Togo, from Benin, from Burkina Faso. And so everybody has been put on alert. We all need to fight medicine. Our port authorities were there. Customs was also there. So it's a total collaborative effort with all these institutions.
Honorable, me no wase na no pay say we dey penie na oni atwitwe nkomo on this very, very important national issue. And I wish you all the best in all of the efforts. Udi egu akwamo said be bitimi akontia ese no bonia e wo ye montene so no. Me no wase na no pay.
Yes, madam Asapa.
Honorable George Opare Addo, the Minister for Youth Development and Empowerment. And I think that we need to get a segment on the show. Now, sir, and semi. You see the data of the my and me the data and mamu and me the data and ya dibia face on. That was in 2024. Honorable data no the man was say northern part of the country a sample schools ahodo a sample woman no enkwadaa no mu ohamu enchichemu aduosia anwotwe between 12 and 18 years. Also my day they have experimented with one drug or the other. Prince.
Sefa.
Wanka 20% the Sierra Leone dear no. Or 68% of Nkwadana is sample woman just in the northern part of the country. Now, another startling revelation. And one more womuchi fidiate time for my mono. Moto. Or say, see ye a nipa dubia jinahwa. Emu ensiadie. They admit to the fact that they have tried one substance or the other. So just sit down and think about it.
Yeah. Sefa. Enti enya de e wo chire kura.
Yehuna no.
Eben eni e chire kura. Kojo obia betimi afole victim. Obia na me de ye me ya kura universities no.
O say hona dane hope
university because
in bonene tinabia no
university there uwie university where you're ready for the world.
Yes.
And me maka say the idea university education at the bema is not say uwie ya benye dwuma ye
Debbie
na ye o defo university education e bema e be bie wadwen mu e bema wate say the abrabɔ no etie said ye wiase na okomu no said ye say wiase no etie enti no say ye various university campuses and the dey aye hub edema this opiosa Sefa ye hwe ne ye ye wasem bone pone minister no oni ni ministry no omo adwuma papa nanke Sefa enya semu a ministry fufura ya tekranka omu first ade anka ese omu yeni kawei ka obaye oni ebeka se o kase ye dibo mu atoto akwan mu a so ye badunu a we ne ye ato a ebetimi a better our life we ni aye omu budget e de ma omu wo budget we mu nyina omu de bekunu bone so I sympathize with the minister. Honestly, Sefa, I sympathize with the minister. Young minister, young ministry, ebaye, I enya bosumi na peni.
David bosumi be, yevase bosumi be miensa.
Ye di na dwuma share ne nsa, be bosumi mi ne miensa mu an ye koi. Enso share. Ne oni ni ministry na dia abetwetwere omobo. But ehunya eso omko etia yesi ye di jawa kwajo
near the
aswa enu ntina wafato ne ho so a odi sa adwumadie a yenso yaso ne mu a yesi ye beboa no na wadi dwumadie sanse ye kanida bia nse sese no jo asese se ya ye cliché bi said omone na ye daachi
yeah
I say
yes mabunu any dachi. But if you're to look at mabunu the state
the echo sumabunu then I will sit here and say me who dachi no
a bleak mount.
Yes, very
esum
ne di manimu esum ne di anim enunti ena ese Ghana ni bia wo bia yes charity they say begins at
home of course
enti sa enipa eduom ho agisa mi boni o frifie bi mu obia wo busuani obia fri ba bi se ofri chebi mpo eno abankran ha eno ye sa de na o busua ofri se busuanum ene pieye eba abonten eno be ye sa de no enti sie nyina ya nhyase e wo fie na ye ni hu dwumadie yanka ho sem ye mabu na ni omo wo fie no omo aye ni omo comox omo aye ni omo makaranta omo aye ni omo kwa asore omo aye kwa asore a se de ye no si yanka ho asem ewo ho ensore am sorry am for omo ho anyim amwa ministry ene owura George Opare Addo ene ni dwumadi a odi a ekoba ebeba onumunuo ya ote se okan se ofa na duru no bi na onya se sika no emfe nkotobi na eduru saamre na yeso ofa na ebi mu ho a ahokeka ene tiguom
so yes of course
se obeye addicted a eduru emre na ofa no na wanya ebi a ofa na wia eduru awia saamre ni du na wanya ahokeka etigu so enti ne ho keka no enti onte se obenya saade ni bi no afa no saa ho keka no enwaye ne numu na keka no enwaye ofada de a ode kopew okote baabi apa baabi de abubi age ne bag ayi ne sika
ko hwam obi phone bi afri ne nsam
ko ji obi phone bi afri ne nsam e de akoton na wode enya bi okoton e de enya bi